आवाज ही नहीं आ रही। हाय मैम, सारिका मैम।
Hello. Hello. Am I audible to you all?
आ रही है अभी।
Okay. Let me see how many people have joined now. Am I clearly audible
Hello.
to you all?
Yes, you are.
Okay, that's fine. I think I should wait for 2-3 minutes and then start, because let the people get in first.
अभी please.
I think Shubhangi ma'am has joined. Shubhra Roy ma'am has joined. I can see Nadim sir also. Gode madam has also joined. Amit Dore is there. Rajni is there. I can't find I can't identify some of the names. Madhu Sapre ma'am is there. "28 people have joined so far. I welcome you all for this first session of English Forum, and this is our first efforts to come online with you all. I am very happy to be with you all here, and it's going to be a wonderful session. So far, I think 33 participants are there. We are going to start the session exactly after 5 minutes. People will take time, at least 5 minutes, to get themselves connected.
Sir,
Hello.
please unmute the participants. Please unmute the participants.
Okay, ma'am.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. I have
Yes.
unmuted you. You are audible.
Okay.
I'm unmuted.
Hello, who is this? Sudarshan
You are
sir?
Gode ma'am.
Hi, Sudarshan sir.
Yes, Sudarshan.
Good luck, sir.
Namaste. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, my son. Say namaste. जाओ अभी उधर खेलो.
Sir, there is too much disturbance.
Yeah, you said unmute all, so I did that. Hello. Hello. Deepika ma'am, are you? I can see
Yes, I
Anaga
can
madam
hear
there.
you.
Okay, okay.
Yes, she is there on the screen.
Okay, okay. Anaga madam also has joined just now. Now there are total 38 participants. So ma'am, Deepika ma'am, should I start?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, how much time do we have?
For 40 to 45 minutes, I think.
So we should start, I think.
Okay. Hello, can you all see me? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Can you all see me?
No, we can't see you on the main screen. And there is a lot of noise.
Sir, can I say something?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Sir, you are operating the control, so do one thing, sir. You can mute all, and then go to Deepika ma'am. And when you are muting all, sir, don't allow all people to unmute themselves. You have to uncheck that control.
Yeah, yeah, I'm doing that, sir. I'm doing that.
And this is a free meeting. If it continues for more than 40 minutes from Zoom, that's fine. And if the meeting gets ended within 40 minutes, you will get the notification before 10 minutes. So all other people can leave and join again with the same link. So this can be done.
Okay, sir. Fine.
Deepika ma'am? Okay, sir. So you can, you don't allow on to unmute themselves. Just uncheck that box and unmute Deepika ma'am manually. Thank you, sir. I'm going on mute.
Okay, okay. They themselves can go on mute. The participants themselves can go on mute. So now let's start with the session. Am I audible and visible to you all? Hello? 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 Am I audible and visible to you all? Now let me start the session. Hello? I can't hear anybody. Deepika ma'am, am I audible? Hello? I request all the participants. I request all the participants to keep themselves on mute and keep their video camera on.
All the participants to keep themselves on mute.
Yeah, you can
Video
keep.
camera on ठेवा म्हणते आणि mute ठेवा म्हणते.
Yeah, you can keep your.
Hello, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah, it's all done. Keep your microphone on mute except Deepika ma'am.
Kind request, please mute yourself.
All participants, I request all.
काय समजून नाही राहिलं बाप्पा याच्यावर ऐकू नाही येत आहे. कुरकुर वाजते. Okay, am I audible? Deepika ma'am, am I audible? Hello? Hello, Deepika ma'am, am I audible? Deepika ma'am, am I audible? Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So
Yes,
now
you are audible.
Okay, now I'm just starting the session. On behalf of the English Forum Nagpur,
Yeah.
I welcome you all participants for this session. This is the first maiden session from this English Forum. And today we are conducting this session on the topic of importance of idioms, which is going to be dealt by our resource person and most eminent member of the English Forum. She needs no introduction, but it is obligatory for me to introduce her. I wish to make a brief introduction of hers. She is Deepika ma'am, Deepika Gode. She is a teacher, English teacher in Baba Nanak Sindhi Hindi High School, Nagpur. She is a popular and renowned resource person for the English language. She worked as a state level trainer, and she is also a moderator and module writer for chess. She also worked as SARP at RA, Aurangabad, and She is very prominent member of English forums. This is her brief introduction. Now, I ask Deepika ma'am to start her session on the topic of importance of using idioms. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session and thank you, sir. Before starting the session, I would like you all to take a pen and a paper in your hands because it is going to be an interactive session. Sir, I can't see the screen. Have you started sharing the PDF?
No, I haven't
Hello?
started. I haven't started. I'm just starting.
Okay. So a kind request to you all to please take a paper and a pen and we'll have an interactive session. Today we are going to...
Madam, can you see?
No.
Can you see your clips, ma'am?
Thank you. Yes. So today... Yes, I can see. So today we are... Is everybody able to see? Raise if you can. Okay, thank you. So today we are going to talk on idioms and the importance of using idioms. Okay, so we all are familiar what idioms are, and we just wanted to take a topic, and this was a topic we thought is going to be interesting for you all. So we shorted this one, and we are going to speak on the importance of using idioms while speaking, talking, and writing. Sir, please the next one. Sir, the next PPT, please.
Yeah, I did.
Next one. Huh.
Yeah.
Now, as you all can see on the screen, points to be kept in mind while speaking and talking. So, first let us see how our speech or talk is going to be effective and what are the points we should keep in mind while speaking and talking. First of all, we all know how to speak in English, but sometimes we all hesitate a lot in using English. So please drop that inhibition that you are not able to speak in English and try to speak in English. As you try, and we all know that by practice, we are going to get fluency in speaking. So don't hesitate to use English in your classes or whenever you speak with friends or whenever you are there in a talk. Then, while you are speaking and talking, listen, understand, and use. You have to listen to yourself also. You have to listen to the others also. You have to understand what they are understanding while they are listening to you. Okay? It is a two-way process. You have to understand. And then use. That means sometimes we listen to others and we start using the vocabulary used by them. We to some new phrases and start using them. So it comes by listening. Then make sure you are understood. Just now I said that understand, that you have to understand while you are listening, okay? And the others understand you while you are speaking to them or you are talking to them. So if there is a two-way understanding, the process goes on very smoothly. And never ever hesitate or show that you are not confident in using the language. Use appropriate vocabulary and language. What is appropriate vocabulary? There is a lot of vocabulary with us, okay? And we try, sometimes we have seen people using very new words and words which are not very popular, and sometimes they use it in an inappropriate way. So always be cautious when to use what. This is an example I give many a times, that whenever we drink tea, some of us say, wow, the tea is very nice and it is very hard. So tea is never hard, it is strong. Understood? So this is the use of appropriate vocabulary. So one should always see that there is use of appropriate vocabulary and language. Then repeat what you have told both ways. This comes under instructions also. How can we do that? Suppose you have told told something to someone, okay, and you can make out whether the person has understood you or not. If the person has understood you, it's okay. But if you feel that the person has not understood you, then ask the person to repeat what he has understood, so that before going ahead, you can make clear that their understanding is going along with what you are doing, whether you are speaking or talking. Okay. So I think all these points here on this slide are explained. Don't hesitate to use English. You should do it frequently. All the trainings have helped us a lot, and we have all created a English speaking ecosystem in our school, so it is good. Listen, understand, and use it. Then make sure that you are understood while talking. Use appropriate vocabulary and language, and repeat what you have told both the ways. This can be done in your classes also, and we all are into a practice of doing this. Sir, please, the next one. Sir, the next PPT. Yes, the last one has been continued here. Take pauses. Why should we take pauses? We should take pauses so that you also get a breath, and the others also can make out what you are speaking. They can understand, it can register in their minds very easily. So it is very useful to take pauses. Don't beat around the bush. Now this is an idiom itself. Don't beat around the bush means when you are talking about something or when you are explaining something, come to the point, be precise, understood, and tell what you want to convey, the message you want to convey. Don't beat around the bush, keep saying this and that and make people guess. So what happens? So you are speaking. Don't imagining pick you.
Hello. Hello. Deepika ma'am, are you there? It looks like as if you are left. Hello. Hello. Deepika ma'am, I think you have left. Please join in. You have lost the connection. Hello.
Yes, hello.
I think you.
Can you listen to?
Yeah, yeah.
I did. You muted me, sir, in between.
No, I thought. No, I didn't do anything.
I
Okay,
too
okay,
didn't do
carry on.
anything.
Okay, carry on.
So where were we? Where were we? Where should I start from?
You start from how do idioms help us?
Again?
You have done that?
Yeah.
You were not audible to me.
No. How do idioms help us? I haven't done that.
Okay, do that.
Come
then.
back.
Yeah.
Please show me the PPT.
That is there.
No, it is not there on my screen. Yes.
It takes
How
few
do
seconds.
idioms help us? How do idioms help us while speaking, talking, and writing? First one, idioms make our language figurative and impactful, effective and impactful. So, how do they make our language figurative? For example, when we use the idiom, people start imagining, understood? And it makes effective. For example, if we say we have to work hard to get success, and instead of that, if we say no pains, no gains, then it becomes more effective. It has an impact. Very few words are used and they are very effective. So that is why we should use idioms. They make our language figurative and impactful. People enjoy the imagery and fun in it. You must have heard people saying that it is raining cats and dogs. Cats and dogs don't come down when it rains. It rains very heavily, isn't it? But it feels nice. It is a fun that, oh my God, are cats and dogs raining? So this is the way we enjoy and have fun with the idioms. They give power to our speaking and writing. Whenever you use idioms while you speak or write, they give us a power because a large message is conveyed in very few words. So it gives power to our speaking as well as writing. They amplify the message. They amplify the message means, for example, you must all have heard that a penny saved is a penny earned. So if we use this idiom, it becomes more, the message is amplified, here. But if we say that, see, if you work hard and then you will get success, and then when you save some money, then you will have more money. So again, it doesn't come to you very easily. And instead of that, if you say that if you save a money, it is a money earned, then the message is there for a long time in your mind. Then they provide dynamic visuals. What are dynamic visuals? I said it just now that, for example, someone said it is raining cats and dogs. I use them in context of fun. Now, providing dynamic visuals. See, sometimes we say that you have bitten off more than you could chew, isn't it? So a visual is there. Oh my God, I can't do it now. It is so much. It can't be digested by me. So the visual is there. That means you have taken so much of responsibility which you cannot adhere to. Okay. So it provides us a dynamic visual. So this is the way it enhances our speaking, talking, as well as writing. And how can this be done? See, our students are not very familiar with different types of idioms. Okay. So it is you who is going to introduce them to different idioms. And how are you going to introduce them? You are going to introduce them when you use them in the language, when you use them in your own speaking and talking. And while you are teaching them writing skills, try to use some idioms which are very easy. Okay. This will help them to get familiar with idioms and the use of idioms. Next, please, sir.
Ma'am, it takes few seconds to be on the
Okay,
screen.
sir.
Okay, just yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there are some common idioms here. First one is copycat. This, so we all use it in our homes as well as in our schools. So why am I giving you a short list of idioms? Because I want to say that these are the idioms which we commonly use. And copycat, spill the beans from time to time, sell like hotcakes, slip of tongue. This we use a lot. For example, whenever we want to say something and we want to hide something, and all of a sudden it is out. Then we say, oh, sorry, it was the slip of my tongue, isn't it? So, birds of a same feather flock together. Don't cry over spilled milk. This so our mother has said us a lot. Hang in there. So, if we are busy and we want others to be there, for example, if the meeting is going to end, please hang in there and join again. Okay, it is not rocket science. So this is our first time on English forum, and as we thought that it was not rocket science, we all have tried our best to be here, support each other, and see whether we can also take a webinar or not. So it is no more a rocket science for us. And miss the boat. So those who all are not there have missed their boat, so they have missed this opportunity. So these are some common idioms which we can use while we speak, and we unknowingly sometimes use them. Now, as we are talking about idioms, many of us may be thinking, oh, this is the idiom which I use a lot. Isn't it so? So, this is a familiar topic, and you can make it familiar to your students too. So, the next one, sir.
Okay.
So, are you all ready for the activity? Great. So this is the first activity. I'm not going to tell you the definition of idioms. Put the following jumbled sentences into correct order to derive the definition of idioms. I have got all the sentences jumbled. They are in sequence, and you have to put them in correct order to get the definition of the idioms. Now, as you get the correct sentences, please post them in the chat box, and you have 5 minutes with you. So it is not necessary that you do first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. The one you get it first, post it there, and then we will get it in the answer. Okay? Your time starts now. Your answers should be there in the chat box. Thank you, Nadeem, for helping us out. Yes, I am waiting for the answers to pour in. Let us see who is going to be the first. This is an activity which our students also enjoy a lot. Pin drop silence. Very good. Sarika, great. Yes, who is going to be the next one? Even if you have made the same answer, you can post it. Keep posting whatever you have done, so that there is a great interaction between us. Yes, they make the language effective. Very good. Mehnaz ma'am. Yes, Ashfaq sir, they make language effective. Very good. What did I say? They will start pouring in. Good. All those who are making it, even if you are slow, please post. Yes, Arvind sir, good. Okay. Idiom should be proper in situation. Please, please, please. You have missed some words, Sarika, there. Yes. If we change them, what happens? Come to the next one. If we change them, then the sixth one. Yes, idiom should be used in proper situations. Good. This is Geeta, I think. Amit, great. No one is attempting the first one. Who is unable to see? Pallavi, are you unable to see the screen? Raise your hands.
Deepika ma'am, keep the time in your mind.
Yeah, sir. Okay, good attempt. Who is this? Nikita. Very good. Shubhangi is also unable to see the screen. Okay, now they can see. Ready? So, have you all tried out? Has anyone got the answer? Every? Okay. So, should we see the answer now? Sir, please, the answer.
Okay.
So, now the cat is out of the bag. Here it is. And you can correct what you have written or if there is something wrong. So the answer is idioms are phrases which people use in everyday language. They make the language effective. Idioms should be used in proper situations. This is the answer which was not there. The grammar and vocabulary of the idioms are fixed. If we change them, we lose the meaning of the sentence. So we have to use them as they have been phrased. Okay, we can't change the sequence of the words in a given idiom. So it is very good that you all attempted this activity. So in the beginning itself, I said that it is going to be an interactive sessions and you should have a paper and pencil or a pen in your hands. So now we are going to start another activity. So the second activity, there are some idioms there in 2 slides. Okay, before, so yes sir, the next slide.
Yeah.
So there are some idioms in 2 slides. The meanings are also given there. I would kindly request you all to make sentences of your own using the idioms. Activity 2, use the following idioms in sentences of your own. You can attempt the one which you like or with which you are comfortable. Okay, so the meanings are also given there and it is a very good activity. They are in 2 slides. Sir, you keep showing both the slides.
Okay.
First one is feeling under the weather. That means feel unwell. Like riding a bike, easy to recall how to do. Call it a day.
Let them finish
To
the
decide
first.
to stop doing something. Fit as a fiddle. Okay. Okay, sir. In very good health. We all are fit as a fiddle. That is why we are here, isn't it? In the second, we have through thick and thin. Don't judge a book by its cover. Pulling someone's leg, which we often do in a joking manner. Okay. You don't come to that figurative point that you are pulling leg of someone. Hitting the nail on the head. If this is a successful one, then we have hit the nail on the head. Speak of the devil and the devil is there. Piece of cake. A very easy task. So you can post your sentences in the chat box and the minute allowed for this is 5. Any one or two you can attempt. Very good. We should always be fit as a fiddle. Yes, we are, ma'am. My sister has been feeling under the weather for a long time. Okay, stay safe and stay at home. Yes, I'm feeling under the weather.
The
Good, some are
participants
very fast.
Participant
Very
can
nice.
take the screenshots of these things if they are not able to read it properly.
What about the other participants? The same ones are answering. Zoom is a piece of cake. Who is this? Satish Meshram, sir. Very good. Sarika Shivhare. Generally, people judge the book by the cover. Yes, we all do that. Why is everyone feeling under the weather? Don't feel under the weather. Good one, Maya ma'am. There are so many participants. Please participate. Wow, Shikha. So you are there. Friends should always be there in thick and thin. Yes, they are there for being in thick and thin. My friends visit me once in a blue moon. Good one, Prashant sir. Good, Sarika. Two at the same time. Wow, good ones. Very good. Wow, Amit, you have hit the nail on the head. Yes, ma'am, right or wrong? Everyone is right, sir. We all are having fun reading them, isn't it? See how easily it comes to us. Thanks God your HM is not reading. Wow, very nice one. Thank you. Handling Zoom is now a piece of cake. Who is it? We are going to make him host the next one. Ajay sir, keep the names in mind.
Yes, next host will be that fellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Making Deepika ma'am is a piece of cake. Oh my God. Ah, thank you, thank you. English is a piece of cake for me. I wish many this activity. I don't.
Ma'am, you are not audible to me. Please check the connection. Hello.
Sir,
Ma'am, please check your connection. You are not audible to me.
I'm still. Oh, sir,
Okay,
it is right.
Should I change the slide?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Please.
Activity 3.
Yes. So it was a good one, and we got many good sentences. Thank you all for it. I hope you all are enjoying the activities there. Now the third activity. In the third activity, I have not given the idioms. Okay. So you have to fill in the blanks with the help of the idioms which come to your mind. So there will be 2 or 3 idioms at the same time. First one is I can't afford this it dash dash dash. His birthday was supposed to be a surprise. I can't believe you. Now you don't have to write the whole sentence, okay? in the activity, just number and write the idiom which you think suitable for the answer. If you keep typing the whole sentence, it will take a long time. So please see that you only type the number and idiom which you think is correct. Okay. So your time starts now. I'll give you 5 to 8 minutes for this. Whichever you get first, you do it first. Some fill in the blanks can be filled with the idioms which I have given you earlier. Some are you can use on your own. Yes. Ma'am, you can post. Ma'am, please post in the chat box. Mehna's fourth one. Very good. You have hit the nail on the head. Correct. So you are correct. Under the weather 3. Good. This is also correct, Satish sir. Then Sarika, you are also correct. So we have got answers for fourth and third one. First, second and fifth are still there. Yes, seems to be out of reach. Good. Yes. Who is doing the second one? Second and fifth one are left. And both were there in the list. Yes. Fifth one, hit the nail on the head. Very good. Now, what should you keep in mind while filling the blanks? That the idiom should be used according to the tense of the sentence. So make sure when you are using the idioms that tense is proper. Okay. So under the weather, hit the nail on the head, a piece of cake, very good. Only the second one is left. So now let us see who comes up with the answer. Second one. Yes. Should I tell the answers now? Okay, the first one was I can't afford. I can't afford this purse, and someone wrote it is out of my reach. Good attempt. Then his birthday was supposed to be a surprise. I can't believe you have spilled the beans. Okay, that means you have let out the cat. You have told the secret. Now he knows. I am sorry I can't come to work today. I am feeling under the weather. I have a sore throat. I can't believe that was our test. I think it was easier than some of our homework. It was just a piece of cake. I have been trying to figure this out for ages. Thank you so much. You are right. You have hit the nail on the head. So I think the activity was enjoyed by everyone, and now everyone has the answers. See, you can use your own idioms. It is not necessary that it has got a particular idiom itself. Okay, sometimes there are choices with you. So thank you all for participating in this activity. Now we will come to the next slide. Next slide, sir.
Yeah.
So now we are coming towards the end, and before we end it, I would like you to say that you can ask some questions if you feel that I should answer them, or if there is a confusion about the topic being used, please, we will give you some time in the end and you can ask your questions. Sir will unmute you and you can speak on your mic. Okay. Points to be remembered while using idiom. So what are the points to be remembered? Too many idioms can be a distraction. For example, see, if the persons you are speaking to or the persons who are going to read what you have written are not familiar with idioms, it can be a distraction to them. Until and unless they get the meaning of the first idiom, you are there with the second. Understood? So they will not be able to connect to the messages you are giving. So don't use too many idioms while you are speaking or talking. You should know the correct meaning of the idiom. Before using the idiom, see that you know the correct meaning and use it in an appropriate manner. Okay? Then only you can hit the nail on the head. Readers or listeners may lose interest. If you keep on using idioms and the people who are not familiar with it cannot understand what you are speaking, then they will lose interest in your talk entirely. Okay? Then they will start their own imagination and they will be there physically and mentally they will go somewhere else in a park. Okay? So see that the people don't lose interest while you are using idioms. Unfamiliar readers may take it literally. You make the pigs fly is an idiom. Okay. So if someone is unfamiliar to it, he will start thinking, how can the pigs fly? Isn't it? So sometimes it so happens that people started taking literally. Idioms vary by country, region, and time. So we have to be careful while using them. So when you are using the idioms, make sure that they are meant for the listeners who are there, they are meant for the audience who are there, they are meant for the students whom you are teaching. Okay. So I think that you all have enjoyed this session on importance of idioms while we speak, we talk, and we write. And thanks for being so cooperative and taking part in all the activities given to you. In the end, I would like to say that while talking, please don't hesitate. Start talking. Understood? And practice it. Practice will make you perfect. So thank you for being good listeners and active participants. Sir, next slide.
Next clip.
So now, yeah. So now you can ask your questions, or if you want to say something, please raise your hand. Sir will unmute you. Thank you all. You can put your questions in the chat box also.
बरं आवाज बंद करायचा होता कसा करू बंद
अजय सर
करायचंय का पूर्ण बंद करायचंय
I think what I should do is, please raise your hand so that I will allow that particular participant to speak. Please raise your hand or say something in the chat box so that I can allow that particular participant to speak. Hello. Otherwise, what I can do is, I will unmute all and I request the person who wish to talk can unmute its microphone and then start speaking. Hello. Hello, I can't see any raised hand. Hello. Nobody is audible to me. Hello.
Sir,
Hello.
Vinod sir wanted to ask a question. Vinod sir, those who are not talking, please mute yourself.
I don't want to ask any question. I am very, very thankful, Deepika ma'am, for your valuable guidance.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Thanks for being there.
Deepika ma'am.
Yes. Darshan sir.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nice presentation. Can learn better using idioms in classroom.
Just sir,
Please,
mute
please.
all.
No, sir, if I
Sir, please repeat your question.
How can students learn better using idioms in classroom?
Yes, you know, we talk to them. Writing skills. Use idioms. Use small idioms. Easy ones which we have, and then while you are using the idiom or when you use them, you are talking. Keep explaining the meaning. So when they get the meaning and see that in this context it has been used, it's easier for them to use also because they imitate the teacher. Learning is by imitating. Okay. Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. I got it.
Okay.
Deepika ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Hello, ma'am.
Say, sir. Vinod, sir. Yes.
Ma'am. Hello, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello, ma'am.
Who is speaking?
Satish. Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Sir, we are able to listen to you.
Deepika ma'am, there is one more question from my side.
Yes, sir.
How to teach English idioms effectively in the class?
Sir, just like I took the activity. Tell them what idioms they are. Okay, what idioms are. Then select, then make a list of very easy idioms, the meanings. Okay, give the example, and then ask them to make them their own sentences. Okay, so you can do it by practice, or you know you can do it, isn't it? Okay, Satish sir, you can ask your question. Satish sir.
Ma'am, I am asking the similar question. Recently, my friend asked. Ma'am, can you share the step-up guide for the online learning of the students? Match the pair or guess meaning of idiom.
Yes, we can do that, sir. I wanted to take an activity of matching the meanings also. Okay. As we have got very short time here, I couldn't do that.
Okay, no problem, because if you get the time, please share such up activity. First of all, we have to introduce the idioms and take match the pair and use in the proper sentences.
Yes, sir.
This type of activity we can conduct for the students.
Yes, very nice, sir. We can do that easily. Yes, Vinod sir, you wanted to ask something?
No, madam, I don't want to ask anything, ma'am.
No, Vinod Thakre, sir.
Acha, okay, sorry, pardon.
Yes. So I think, sir, yes.
Hello, Deepika ma'am.
Sarika, do you want to ask something? Who is speaking now? I know your name.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah.
ते ऑडिओ आहे माझं तर काही दिसणार नाही
Amit.
Yes, ma'am. There to ask you a question from a long time. Somehow I didn't get connected. Am I audible to you, Deepika ma'am?
मी नाही दिसणार ना तिकडे नाही दिसत नाही आपल्याला
Amit, ask your question.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions for you, ma'am. One is, what do you think is the proper age at which these idioms should be introduced to the kids? And if the answer is at a very low age or at a very early age, then since we are high school teachers, what should students came to us in 8th or 9th standards? How to inculcate this habit of inculcating idioms to them in language?
Sir, see, being a language teacher, it is best to use it while you are using the language. Okay. In my school, in my childhood, I never learned idioms as a topic. You know, my teachers used to use it in their daily language use. Understood? While we are speaking, try to inculcate add as many idioms in your topic as you can. And as and when you use them, and you can make out whether are able to understand it or not. So write the idiom on the board, make them understand the meaning, and then proceed. So this is the way of making them familiar with the use of idioms. Until and unless you use them while you are speaking with them, you can't do it. And why I do this in my class, and accidentally when it registers that I used an idiom in the class now, so I try to connect it with the idioms in their native language also. So it becomes very easy if you know a similar idiom in their native language, whether it is Marathi or whether it is Hindi. Okay. So whenever students come to you, whether they are in 5th standard, 6th or 8th, 9th, 10th standard, try using them yourself, and then they will be familiar to the use of idioms. Yes, Amit sir, have you got
Yes,
it?
I got it. Yes, I got my queries. Thank you.
How? Please say your name when you ask a question. Arvind Thakre sir, say.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
Yes, sir. Audible.
Ma'am, is it useful in a letter writing? And how?
No, sir, it can be. See, it depends on how you frame your letter. Okay. Idioms can be very effective in formal as well as informal. It depends on the content of your letter. I can't tell you here now that how you are writing, you can use it. For example, if I am writing a letter to my younger brother, so I can easily use no pain, no gain. Okay, so that idiom can be used there. So this is the way that when you frame the content, you should which ones are applicable, and then you should use them there. And
okay, thank you.
Then when you become familiar, whenever it is with the list of the idioms to the students to be used in a formal or an informal letter. Okay? Yes?
Okay, ma'am. I got it.
Thank you, sir. Yes? Who is this?
Sarika.
Sarika.
It means to I just want to give my vote of
Sarika, you are not audible.
Are you? Am I?
Yes. Breaking. Your voice is breaking.
Am I audible?
You speak.
Ma'am, thank you so much. It was easy for me. I'm feeling happy that today I could attend this webinar.
Yes, and thank you.
Madam, hello.
Yes, yes. Please speaking. Yes, who now?
Can I ask you one question?
Yes, Nadeem.
Yeah, it was very wonderfully planned and executed. My question is, what do you favor? Teaching idioms explicitly in the classroom, or it should come as implicit learning? What do you think?
It should come as implicit learning. That is the best way. When you make it give a topic and then start making the students learn something, take it differently. It becomes difficult for them.
Thank you.
Hello, madam. Madam, this is Prashant Raut.
Yes, Prashant.
Madam, actually we had prepared the notes last year and it was distributed in at a New English to all the teachers. So is it possible this time to prepare the notes, I'm talking about the writing skill notes, so that we can distribute among the teachers?
And we'll talk about it in the group and we'll see if we can do it. It will be a good opportunity for us to help you all out.
Yeah, sure, madam. Thank you, ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Ashfaq Kaji here.
Sir, thank you, sir, for joining.
At first, I would like to congratulate you, ma'am. It was a very beautiful and excellent session, and you conducted very well. I would like to ask one: how is it useful to use such kind of idioms in formal language? Usually, we can use idioms in informal languages, such as if we are speaking informally enough with our friends and somewhere. How is it useful to use in informal languages? Thank you.
Sir, I can't get you whether you want to know it using informally or formally. Is it difficult to be used as formal language?
That's it.
Sir, see, informally so it comes with our fluency, isn't it? And when we are not aware and when we think that, yes, the person who is listening to us doesn't feel bad, we start using idioms. Okay. But while we are doing something very formal, we have to be very particular with the use of the idioms because sometimes it may hurt someone. Understood?
That's it. That's it.
Before using it formally, you should make sure that you know the meaning, you know the correct use of it, and the correct moment when it should be used. And only you can use them formally. And there is a limitation to use the idioms formally, I think so.
That's it, ma'am. That's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Sir, how much time is left?
You carry on, ma'am. There is still time.
Okay, thank you. I am enjoying the session. Yes, does anyone want to say anything on idioms?
We all are enjoying the session.
Is Nadeem still there?
We enjoyed the session.
Nadeem? Still there?
Who is raising the hand? I can't see any raised hand. Who is raising the hand for the...
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Deepika.
Hello?
Hello.
I request all participants to unmute your mic so that only the person who wants to speak can unmute the mic and speak. So there will be a less disturbance, please.
reading now. It will be ready. Clouds are there. Are clouds there?
Hello.
Deepika? Hello? Yes, sir.
Yes, who is speaking?
It's Shubhangi, sir.
Shubhangi ma'am.
Yes.
I'm so sorry, I can't. Yes, please wait. Yes, ma'am. Shubhangi ma'am, you start your video and ask the question.
Yes. No, I don't want to ask any question. I just want to congratulate Deepika. Guys, hello. Congratulations, both of you, sir. You keep the session, Deepika. Right? You get it? Deepika.
Ma'am, I think Deepika ma'am she has lost the connectivity. The network is so unstable over here.
She's there.
It is causing the problem.
She's there.
Sir, I'm there.
You are there, okay.
Yes. Hello. Deepika?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you, Shubhangi.
Yes.
Yes.
You nailed the session. You nailed the session.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
It was an awesome session. Yes. Thanks. Yes. Thanks to Ajay sir too. There's no question from my side. I just wanted to congratulate you.
Thank you so much, all of you. You all have boosted our morals to do such kind of activity online together. This was my first experience to be with you online like this.
Very nice attempt.
Thanks a lot, Ajay sir. Your effort has been put up.
Thank you, Shubhangi ma'am.
Yes.
Ajay sir.
Thank you so much, Ajay sir. Thank you so much, Deepika madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you for joining
Thank you
us.
so much, Ajay sir.
Please keep
Hello, Ajay sir.
joining. Hello.
Yes.
Who is speaking?
Deepika Gode is speaking.
No, some other voice.
Sir, the instability is adding spice, and humor to the session.
So thank me that I have made it all interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting.
Good use of an idiom. Hello. Good use of an idiom, Deepika.
Yes.
It was really a good topic, madam, chosen by you.
Thank you.
Truly
Leave
brilliant.
the meeting now.
Yes.
Ma'am, should we conclude now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Hello, yes.
Anybody
Everyone
there?
signing off?
Thank you so much,
Thank you
madam.
all.
Thank you all, and I hope you all will be.
Thank you all.
You. Thank you all, and I hope you all will connect with us for the next session that will be coming up very soon. I hope you all have enjoyed the session and you got a good knowledge of idioms. And I thank you, Deepika ma'am, for taking efforts for the English forum and doing this online session so wonderfully. And I also thank all the participants who took interest to join this session. There were around 68 participants who had joined this session, and I thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We are eagerly waiting for the next session.
Thank you.
Fingers crossed.
We'll definitely come. We'll definitely come up
Stay
with
at
a
home, sir.
good session.
Follow
Thank you,
follow
Sudarshan
the
sir. Thank you.
guidelines of government.
Thank you, Sudarshan sir. Have a wonderful day, all of you. Thank you so much. I'm just ending this
Same to
meeting
you, sir.
now. The time
Same
is
to you,
over
sir.
now. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same to you.